right, I'm live. See if I get this down a little bit more. There we go. A little better. So, this week I'm celebrating Veterans Day week. I know Veterans Day is on Saturday. Also my daughter's birthday. So it was like my best Veterans Day present ever. But all week we're going to be celebrating it. Wife's celebrating at school too. We started off with yesterday. At the big Veterans Day parade in Utica, Illinois, where I had a really, really good time. I mean, too good of a time, possibly. So hopefully, notification when it went out, I didn't give it a half hour because I wanted to get some things done. So a nice warm day. Kind of finished up on my blade for the most part. I think the handle's looking really well. The drumming tool I bought, I'm gonna send back. I'm not happy with it, but I am happy with the blade. So I did a post of the before and after. Hey, Prepper Cowboy, how we doing? So this is my restored blade. I originally made this back in around 1984-ish. And it was in time. It was a great need of a new handle. The handle I had on it was way too small, so I now have a handle that fits in my hand right. And yeah, just be sharp. Yep, just be very sharp. So the last thing I'll do is tomorrow the black letter dyer is supposed to show up, and I will turn this black. All right, I'm thinking just a black sheet will be better. I had this sheet made not too long afterwards, and I bought some leather scraps. So the next blade I'm going to do, I'm actually going to try to forge. Yep, and it is solid wood or solid work. Yeah, thank you. I'm pretty happy. It turned out better than I thought I was going to be able to do. All right, now if I get some sort of buffing wheel that I'll be happy with, I'll buff it out a little bit. But for right now, once I dye the sheath, I'll consider it complete, and I'll probably leave it like that for the next. Well, it was 84, 16, and 23 is 39 years. So probably be good for the next 39, 40 years, just like that. It'll most likely be one of the blades that I hand down to one of my grandkids, or probably. I don't know if any of the kids want it, but maybe their kids will. Just like I have my dad's old Western blade that'll also go to a grandkid. Most of the stuff I've already given that I wanted the kids to have, I've already given to them. So there's that. So let's start with cooking up some bacon. All right, want some bacon? And I went and got some eggs from the farmer, neighbor down the road. So I got green ones, I got brown ones, I got dirty white ones, dirty whiting. But it's the incredible edible egg. And then what do we cook the eggs in? Bacon! So I got the real good bacon here. For pre-breakfast, I had a nice shake. I did drink a bit too much yesterday. I drank a lot of water at night. The thing with it is, the trick is to come to bed early. And we did that. I'm sure I was in bed by 9 after we ate a lot of food. And then between 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. and I would say 3 a.m., I drank 5 of these waters. I was could say a word, dehydrated. So the whole idea of a hangover is you're dehydrated. That's the main thing about a hangover. Built in, buff it on 400 grain polish. There we go. Yeah, I gotta get a buffing wheel. So there are still some things I need to purchase, but for right now, it's good. Just the way it is. I definitely like it better. It fits in my hand much more comfortable. I've got that coin spinner writing ground out of it. I've got it acid treated, so it's got a nice dull finish. And you can see where the blade is, kind of outlines where the edge is. So that's pretty cool. Woo. So that project's over. Next project, and hopefully if it doesn't rain, let me check the weather. Yep, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You have to, because you're dehydrating yourself with beer. So let's check the weather. So today, 66 degrees. Tomorrow is supposed to be 60. Wednesday, supposed to be almost 70. But you got some rain showers coming in. So tomorrow, I probably want to get the garden tilled and get a lot of wood carried to the shed. And probably, so tomorrow my live stream will probably be outside. So I'm thinking that. So during my live streams, except for I'm outside because this would never stay on my head, this will be my headgear for the rest of the week. Just kind of celebrating Veterans Day, which we're going to celebrate all week. You know, pretty much every member in the family is a veteran. Who's my father, my father-in-law, and a sister. Sister. Maybe sister. We'll convert over. Oh, she sure would. All right. Cut the heat down a little bit. And we get ready to get the eggs going. So yeah, I'm really happy the way the night turned out. Basically, if I say so myself, and I am saying so myself, it surpassed what I thought it was going to do. The thumbnail was at the trading post yesterday with some bagpipers. They were going to all the local pubs and playing, which I thought was really nice of them. And just a great time. I really did. And hopefully today I'll recover. Savage Lee, how we doing? First time up. Woohoo! AR-15's America. Yeah, they're trying to go against that. This state sucks. Just saying. So they're wanting us to register. And I would, but except for that voting accident. Lost them all. Shame. So let's flip the bacon over. Bacon is good for what ails you. I don't care. And this is the good bacon. Now, Saturday I went to work. I stopped at the grocery store and I got eggs and other stuff, and then I left them at work. So luckily the neighbor had them. I drove down there because it just was not a good day to go for a walk. Hey, runner boy, how we doing? For the future, well, yeah, always going to try to do some PRs. There we go. I should love the lights off. But probably will be Thursday when I go back in. the new Illinois deal. So they want you to register if you have a rifle that can accept a mag that holds more than 17 rounds. They want you to register it. And if you have a pistol, then accept a mag that holds more than, I think, 15 rounds. I may not have that number exactly right, but they want you to register it. So basically, about 90% of what's out there. Less than 1% have complied so far. Basically, the residents of Illinois are saying up yours. And to the residents of Illinois, whoever you voted for last election and they signed up for this, you probably should not vote for them this time. Stop voting straight ticket. Start looking at it. I would go to see everybody who sit there and voted for this law. Sheriffs are not going to enforce it. I think maybe Cook County might be the only one that will enforce it. But I think over 90% of the sheriffs said they will not enforce this law. So that means that the state police would have to enforce it. So my advice to anybody that the state police shows up at your door, don't answer the door and call your county. And tell the county that you have uninvited guests at your door. And leave it at that. All right, but do not do anything silly, just don't come to the door. I guarantee if they show up my driveway, I'm calling the county and tell them I've got uninvited guests in my driveway. Would you please come and remove them for me? And we'll see what goes on. So federal court supposedly has, one of the federal courts have upheld it. And now it needs to go to the Supreme Court. So it's going to be a battle. So it's coming in. Here's the knife to date. And I'll say it's 90% finished. I probably won't work on it again for a while. Basically, I like the way it looks. And until I get some other equipment, probably a grinder that I can have a buffing wheel on. And I'm sending that Dremel tool back. It just ain't doing the job. Attachments fly off. All right. So I say about buying things from Amazon, you can always send them back, get your money back. And I'll put that towards probably a grinder wheel and have that delivered. But tomorrow I need to get more done on the shed. That's going to be my number one priority. And get some garbage out, get the floor reinforced, get the desk moved over so that I can get my forge set up, I can get my anvil set up, I can get all my tools set up there in a way that makes sense so I can start forging. Because the next blade I do, I want to forge. So I got a small piece of metal that I'm going to use. It won't be a big blade. It'll probably be about easily half the size of this, if a third. Damage, I lost in that bowling accident. So what can I say? But you're right. But I do have children in friendlier states, and I'll probably just give it to them. So I'll just sit there and sign them over to them saying, yep, I don't have them here. You can't, I'm not registering. I mean, they're kind of registered anyway. We have a FOIA card. You have a background check. You do have a form you have to fill out with exactly what you're buying and a serial number. So I don't know what this is all about. It's just something to throw out there to say, oh, now we're doing things. You're not doing anything. So far, every mass shooting has been, well, they were on our radar. You know, we went out there because people called and said he was going to shoot up the place. We knocked on the door, but he didn't come to the door, and they never followed through. That's how they handled the one in Maine. They went there, they have a conversation with him about his threats. He didn't come to the door, and they never followed through. That was 6 weeks before the event. So, you know, every time we have one of these shootings, automatic, oh my God, ban this, ban these are bad, you know, you hope you bang this guy, blah, blah, blah. And I tell him, I said, you need to shut up and wait a couple days. when the facts come out. Because when the facts come out, they realize, yeah, they knew about this person. Yep, they didn't do their job. So a law wouldn't have made a difference. Stop being an idiot. Stop being more of an idiot. Maybe that's the word I should use. So anywho, basically about getting ready. I still do have a lot of stuff I gotta post today. I'm still behind on the stuff from yesterday. I got some fun little short videos to post, which I'll do. The system, yeah. Yeah, it's a registration form. You know, they're not, I don't know who they're kidding, you know. But I'm not going to go any further on that. It's kind of none of their damn business. And I tell you, people on Twitter are the worst. Just spout out stuff they know nothing about. And those dumb broads on the View. Oh my God. Well, yeah, they don't use it to shoot deer because it would just completely disintegrate the deer. Dumb broads. I swear to God, if there was ever a picture for stupid in the dictionary, the View would be on it. And what's even worse is there are people that believe it. Now, if you're in chat, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. You know, you came halfway. Let's do the rest. You know, I'll look at videos and, 10,000 views and, and it was good information and, 200 thumbs up. I'm like, what's so hard about doing that? I don't understand. It's a very simple process. All righty. So now let's throw some eggs on there. That's right, I gotta take my food bucket out there again and probably dump it. Now these are fresh from the chicken's butt, as they say. I don't know how fresh they are, but they're fairly fresh. I grabbed them off the top of the pile. 4 eggs, that's 24 grams of protein. The milk will get me over 35 to 40. It'll be perfect. So now for my secret spices, which suspiciously look like salt and pepper. Could be, I don't know. Okay, I gotta get my vitamins out. I was watching one of my other creators I follow called UNC, and he had all the stuff he was taking out. I'm like, yep, I take that. Yep, I take that. Yep, I take that one too. Like, yeah, we'll all take about the same stuff. I got the bourbon bacon. I was talking about the bourbon bacon on Deb's Wood Burning. The creator, they do a lot of selling secondary stuff, and they also do karaoke at night. Some of those people are pretty good. And I watch them because it's just nice and relaxing. Watched them, I think, Saturday night for a little bit. You know, and I kind of do my due diligence in that. Yeah, even for us veterans, they don't even trust themselves. I get people saying, well, military weapons should only belong in the hands of military and the police. And I mean, Shooter was military. I don't know what to think now. It's so hard being a liberal. It must take a lot of effort to be that dumb. I'm just sorry, but ain't nothing that they do that's smart. And I got a brother who's one. Doesn't even know it. He gave me that. Well, no one needs to have an assault weapon. I looked at it. I said, "What'd you call an assault weapon?" I said, "Describe it." It's an AR thing. It's not an assault weapon. Stop listening to the stupid media. We don't want to talk about it. No, you brought it up. We're going to talk about it. I'm just telling you. You bring it up. We're going to talk about it. Next guy, I'll use a knife. You know what I could do with this in a crowd? The sheep. Kill just as many people with this that you can with that AR. I'm surprised it hasn't even happened. With all those protests going on in Washington. Even got the liberals saying FJB. It's not good when that happens. And a guy on Facebook, oh my God. I don't know what he's been following, but it's some pretty severe stuff. And he posted some of that stuff, and I said, "Dude, where are you getting this stuff from?" Well, these are facts. Why do you think they're facts? Because that guy did some colorful graphics and posted it. All of a sudden, it's a fact. I'm like, dude, can you research it? And it was some very hateful, anti-Semitic stuff. I mean, I didn't know it was out there. So he's definitely off the rocker on that one. But yeah, I'm wondering when they're going to have the November 4th inquiries on the insurrection at the Capitol. That's what I seen. Looks like an insurrection to me. Their definitions, not mine. So, time for some food. So today is recovery day. It happens when you go out and have too much fun. But you gotta do it every now and then. Oh yeah. What was it? They come out saying that extreme, whatever that's supposed to be, extreme MAGAs are a greater threat than Hamas. That is, stupid to a new level. If you're for God and country, you're not extreme, number one. The Democratic Party needs to stop using that. Then they were going to censor that one senator, and 22 Republicans voted against it. I'm telling you, those are 22 Republicans that don't need to get reelected. Uh-oh. Did you slice it off? And if it gets over, you're able to have them sew it back on. It sounds like it had to hurt. I always try to be careful. That's when I'm around sharp objects. So I got the video of me working on this morning Probably only going to be about 20 minutes or so. But I'll upload that this evening as a premiere. And then I'll probably just have a short where I'm dyeing the sheet tomorrow if the product arrives in time. I couldn't get it local. I had it polished, but nobody had dye. Ooh. Ouch. Hey, Utica, how we doing? Good to see you. So this week is Veterans Day week here at the McBean Farm. So Savage Lee, I guess your new name is now going to be Savage the Nine Finger. Just like the Lord of the Rings. That is so good. So, okay, cans in. Here's pretty much the finished version. So, I'm really happy the way it turned out. Because the handle that used to be on here was way too small. And I took the weight off the blade. I got a better balance with it now. And it also got a lethal edge on it. Huh. Short and sweet. 4 and out. Yep. 95 to 99. No wars back then yet. I was in from 79 to 85. We had the hostage situation, which ended as soon as Reagan got sworn in. And then we had a little field problem called Grenada. That was about it. Oh, man. Eating good food is so satisfying. So I got about 45 minutes before I got to head to work. I'm trying to think, do I need to go to the store or not? Yeah, I do. I need to get some meat. And I need to remember to bring the eggs home. Sail around the Pacific Blue. I spent a year in Korea. I touched down in Japan for about an hour. Touched down in Alaska for about an hour. I was in Cuba. In Puerto Rico. And some unnamed island that we did an exercise on before Grenada. Well, up until Saturday. Oh, nope. Got my regular 3 to 11. But I don't think I'm going to work this weekend. Maybe Sunday if there's something available that's not boring. But Uncle Sam will like my check Friday. I'm sure he's getting a lot of taxes. Oh, I have 20 hours at time and a half and 8 hours at double time on it. I've been everywhere, man. Yep, I hear you. So anyway, that's the nutrition shack. Knife is pretty much done. Just a little touch up. Like I said, I'll dye this black tomorrow if the letter dye shows up in time. The next project will actually be forging a blade. When it's up, I can start in a couple weeks. Probably after Thanksgiving, in all reality. I got at least probably 3 solid days of work in the shed. Get everything ready for it. There you go. Well, I'm still working. Still buying this house. And I think really the only way out of it for me is to sell. And hopefully buy something smaller in a more friendlier state. That's my idea, anyway. Oh, there you go. Well, everybody, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate the support on that. Remember, memberships do have the benefit of you being able to email me for any sort of nutrition and fitness advice. And every now and then I will put videos out just for members, or I'll put them out first for the members and later on bring them out to it. Real estate going to the moon, yeah, it's going everywhere. People are wanting to get out of California. But what they need to remember is why they got out of California. And stop voting for the same stupid policies. You know, don't leave a place and turn the place you moved to the same place you just left. How we got on top of the food chain, I don't know. I guess everything to do with the opposing thumb. There you go. You got that right. So anyway, thanks everybody for joining in. And tomorrow, if I do have a live stream, it'll be outside, weather depending. I'll be trying to get some work done on the shed, which I'm going to kind of go out and try to do now anyway. So, time to sign off. And remember, happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there. Yeah, I know. Failure of our education system.